Skander, this is your first full year as Chief Executive. At the outset, you made key commitments to grow revenue, drive a better client experience, and improve OFX's technology foundations. What progress has been made delivering on those commitments?
Well, thanks, Helen. We're really happy with progress. In summary, first of all, in terms of growing revenue, we grew revenue 4.6%. But what was better than that was that each quarter we grew revenue more than the one before. And in fact, in the fourth quarter, we grew it just over 11%, which was fantastic. It was underpinned by some really interesting data points as well. We grew transactions 13.1%. We grew some of our regions like North America 11.6%, Asia over 58%. So really, really good growth, and the momentum for growth continued throughout the year. The second piece was, as you say, the client experience. Really pleased with delivery. So we did more than 50 new features and benefits across our apps. We got a whole new website which was refreshed. We made tremendous progress with our global currency account or our online sales platform. So we saw a lot more progress, if you like, on that client experience. Our customer relationship marketing was much better too, much more systematic, much more consistent, much more simple for customers to understand. So good improvements in client experience. And then technically, we continued to invest in simple things like our payment engine, which drove faster payments for clients in certain currency corridors. We drove down server costs about 18% during the year. We took a good look at some things that we're going to do in 2019 that will continue to drive more security, more speed, more scalability in our technology. So we're pleased with progress in 2018.
So given all that, how different is the business today from the one that you inherited?
Well, I think it's a bit different in a number of ways. I mean, obviously it's a bit different in terms of people and leadership. We've brought in a new executive group. And really what we were hiring for there was one, global experience. We really want to build a global company. So most of these executives have worked in different locations. They know what it takes to really operate a global company. The second thing was really data and analytics. And we really want to focus and understand what matters to our clients. And there's fabulous data sets. We're a 20-year-old company. We've learned a lot. So having those data sets is really, really important. And so new executive team, that's one thing. The second thing is we're actually generating positive operating leverage for the first time in a long time. And in simple terms, that just means growing revenue faster than costs. We grew revenue at about 4.6%. We grew costs at about 3.5%. We made that commitment to investors, and that is important that we deliver on that commitment to investors. I'd say the final thing is we've got a much deeper understanding through a lot of the client segmentation work and prospect segmentation work we've done globally. We've got a really good feel now for what matters to different sets of clients and how to build a value proposition around that for the segments that we want.
There seems to be a renewed growth agenda. What are the central components of that, and what's the outlook for FY19?
Well, the first thing about having a growth agenda is you've got to have foundations that you can grow from. And what we announced at our Investor Day on the 13th of March was the three foundational aspects. One was a reliable and scalable technology platform, and there'll be more CapEx and OPEX to make sure that our systems give us the best cost, that they're secure, that we don't add $1 of cost every time we add $1 of revenue, or 13% transaction growth doesn't lead to 13% cost growth in systems. So that's the first foundation. The second one is around risk management. And this is around systems and understanding to drive very, very consistent outcomes for our regulators, for our banking partners, so that they can be confident, as well as our clients, that money can be sent securely around the world. The final one as a foundational aspect is people. And we've actually got a great team of people at OFX, but there's more that I think we can do to put in place good talent management programs, really clear employee value propositions for them, so that when you come to work at OFX, you know you can develop yourself, you know you can add to clients, you can build a great career with us. So those three things are our foundations. Then we have this growth agenda. And the first part of that is geographic expansion. So we really like the opportunities, particularly in North America and Asia for 2019. And we'll be investing a lot there in growing our sales and marketing, improving our client experience in those two geographies, as well as continuing to grow Australia and New Zealand, I should add. But those two are the big pushes for 2019. The second one is continued investment in that client experience. We still see opportunities to make it faster for clients, to make it easier for clients, to make purchasing with us and dealing with us simpler, fewer forms, more electronic, faster transactions. Those are all things that we're investing in 2019 to just make it a better client experience. And then the final one is really around how do we do bigger and more partnerships. And again, there's commercial partnerships with companies to do large transactions, larger programs of transactions all around the world. There are operational partnerships with companies like Salesforce, companies like AWS, who can bring their insight into how we manage our operations. We don't have to build it all ourselves. And then there are marketing and brand partnerships where we're taking analytics and insights and we're working together to bring much better propositions, much better thinking to the way in which we grow the company. So those are our three growth pillars, if you like, as we grow into 2019.
The last question I have is about the competitive environment in the payment space. There's a raft of new players who aren't subject to the same level of governance and scrutiny. How does this impact your business and how do you deal with that?
Well, the first thing I'd say is I fully appreciate there are more competitors, but my main attention is on our clients and our prospects. And I'm a very firm believer that if you understand what helps a prospect become a client and you can deliver to that, then the competition piece will take care of itself. And so all of that investment in year one around segmentation, understanding what really matters to a client, has improved our competitive position. No question. We see recurring revenues up, we see better cost per registration, we see more valuable clients being brought on. So I think we're doing much better competitively. But to your point, we've seen something like 7,000 new entrants in the last 5 or 6 years, so it is a lot more crowded. What we believe, though, is that, again, our proposition of a terrific price, fabulous service, better digital experience, that human touch, is very attractive to the people that we want. And that is both across our consumer business as well as our smaller mid-size businesses, and now through APIs, through attracting enterprise clients over the future. So we're excited about our competitive position today.
Oh, great, Skander. Thanks for your time.
It's a pleasure.